Are you ready for the eclectic one? AKAPAD is here.
All right, everyone. So get ready. We got Total Excellence. He is in the green room. He's hanging out. He's ready to talk, draw, do whatever with us. Right here, right now, I'm working on Trial by Fire. This is the big new Pitbull sequence, and he will the sequence just about ends with him getting completely shredded by this giant robot, and Caesar needs to send in Meatball over here for some assistance. So good action, but let's get to the show. We got the homeboy here. What up, playa?
What is up, Total Excellence?
How is everything? How was the job today?
The job is good, dude. It was chilling.
Cool.
I got to go home early.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, see, like I'm more interested in the life stuff than the comic book stuff.
Yeah.
Because I want to know that there's people behind some of these social media accounts.
Mm-hmm.
So, but no, that's good, dude. That's awesome news. And then I told you, right? I told you I'll be in Florida this Thursday, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so I'll be at St. Pete's. So, any suggestions you have around St. Pete's, throw them my way. Cause I think I'll be there for 2 days by myself before any of my friends show up. So,
Gotcha,
and then I'm on a crazy rush to do as much as I can, work wise, so I can kind of travel in peace and not kind of go crazy with what I'm not working on.
Right.
But yeah, dude. What are your updates? Anything good?
I don't know. It's just been a crazy week. I think it's been a crazy week for me because of all the things. Like what was it? The live stream coloring stuff with doing the Demon Hunter Raven, but that was a lot of fun.
That's I like that piece too. That's a good looking one.
It was awesome. What else? I believe I think it was like the launch party for the flock, and what else? And then doing the Sunday, the Sunday coloring stream. Like I literally like just I did a whole thing like last minute. And of course, that like bombshelled my views. So, what is it? But it's not that bad. I mean, this week in particular, like I didn't have time to do like my Sunday coloring stream because there was just so much things to do. Like we had to like what is it? Pretty much have like a like was it like we pretty much like did a home improvement in our back patio, so we colored the floor and well, not colored but painted the floor, have new furniture, and when it comes to getting new furniture, it's pretty much just setting it up. It's not like it's ready out of the box.
Yeah, dude, but I had a patio set delivered a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I was thinking it was going to come like set, like somewhat put together,
right?
And I was just like, all right, I'll like I have to like do something with the cushions, like this and that, dude. It came in pieces, and it took me all day in the heat to put together this like sectional that I have on my patio, and dude, it killed me. And if I didn't have a drill bit for like those Allen wrenches.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have killed myself because there's no way I would have been able to get any of it done. But hey, look at you though, getting active in the Florida heat, in the Florida sun.
Yeah, no, dude, it's crazy. Like the weather just did this huge shift. Like now it's nice and cool. It's like this morning was like around 55. I'm like, where did you come from?
Yeah, so I've been tracking the weather because, like I kind of know what to pack for Florida, but I'm like I kind of track it so I know what to wear going to Florida and what I should have in my bag coming back.
Right.
And there's a couple of days where the weather between Philly and where I'm going is the same.
Really?
Yeah, it's like like 150, 160. So I'm just like, okay, like I can kind of just bring these couple things because I travel super light.
Mhm.
Like I don't like the. I'm just kind of like a super light packer. If I
Oh
don't have
gosh.
something, like I'll
Yeah.
buy it. But that's my attitude. But yeah. So trial by fire update. I got a good update for you.
Oh, let's hear, dude.
Yeah.
I'm always excited for your updates, man. I
Yes.
want this book, man. I even want the freaking ash can. I want it all.
Yeah. So so I guess like I tried to I guess when I went to go refund everyone,
Right.
like I think I just missed the campaign like ending. So
Mhm.
so it ended and then it sent me my money from the campaign
Right.
like right away.
Oh
So
wow.
I was just like, oh, that's a little bit weird. So at this point, I'm kind of like, all right, with the orders I have, I think I can do everything with the money I got from the campaign.
Right.
So I'm making some adjustments when it comes to the exact quality, like the print
Mhm.
quality of the book,
Right.
and kind of like I may have to put in some of my own money at this point, but I think I'm going to. And
Mhm.
then like I'm going to treat it as if it's like a real trial by fire, which is like trial by fire didn't work. Like the campaign like didn't like get to the point I wanted it to,
Mhm.
but whatever. Like let me just complete like what I have, send it off, and probably start like a trial by fire, like bigger edition for the next book. So
Right.
whatever. Like it's all
Mhm.
good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Let me let me check the comments. There we go. Oh, no comments. I thought I saw one. But yeah,
Yeah.
dude. And then what's happening with the flock? I forgot to kind of check up on that. I saw it did well after your one stream.
Yeah. I think we had like goodness gracious. I think we had like two people that backed it on my stream, which was
Awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah, one person backed it on my variant cover, and I believe the other one backed the crossover cover. So
Nice.
like it's literally like we're in like an even streak is like it's like who has more, who got more of the, the purchases like
Yeah.
for the crossover or mine, but so far like the most popular is mine. And
Nice.
yeah, it's awesome, man. I'm just so excited. What else? It's at a slowdown, but I know that Scott is going to another show. I think he even updated too. I think it's gonna be like this coming Wednesday, I believe.
Sweet. I'll try and
So
catch it. Yeah.
yeah, man.
Because
But
yeah.
dude, you're freaking your version of the flock, man. Like your colors, man. It's perfect to be in a chromium, dude. I was like, holy crap,
Yeah.
man. I'm like, when I saw your colors, dude, I'm like, man. Just seeing yours is like, gosh, it's like now I got to step up my game because this guy is just,
Dude,
oh,
that's but you know what the funny thing is? Thank you so much. But the one thing though is that all my I just feel like all my colors
yeah,
are the same. Like
really.
like because I'm always doing like pink highlights and bright blue highlights and all
Mm-hmm.
like everyone's always like in fire. It's it's like that's like my one trick. I'll put your guy in fire, like we're good to go. And
Right.
then the that one the one you saw today,
Yeah. With
which yeah, what's his name? Not I call him Flamehead, but he's like hot. I want to say Hot Rod. He is. Oh, I forget the guy's name, but he's from Tribunal Force.
yeah,
And
Tribulation Task Force.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
man.
Yeah.
So you're in that contest where like whoever's the winner gets like their own what is it like a? I know you're getting a chromium cover off of it, but I don't know if it's like
Yeah,
I,
so I'm not though. He reached out to me
okay,
like a while ago to do a pinup,
okay,
and he's like, he was good. He was like, how much do you charge? He goes, because I kind of want to pay you, and I'm like, oh, I'm like, whatever, just like tell me what you want, okay? So like, I don't take any money from him,
Right.
and I think, like I got done the drawing super quick, but
Okay.
the coloring took a little bit too long.
Mhm.
So during that time, he kind of did his own contest. So like it's up to him at this point. Like if he like if he wants to enter me into his contest, that's fine. But I was just kind of completing something I said I would do for him. Like
Right.
that's really what it is. I do think when it comes to chromium, I think my coloring for that is too dark,
Mm.
because I have a lot of those like heavy blues and heavy purples, and chromium is it's a darker printing process.
I see.
Yeah, so like, and if you're ever like in a comic shop and like flipping through back issues, the um like the old chromium covers from the 90s,
Yeah.
they all have like very bright colors, and if they have black, it's solid black,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't have like much variation.
Right.
So and that was something I knew. Like someone explained that to me one time, and I just like retained it. But hey, I don't know. Like if he wants to take a shot with it, like sure, like try printing it. But no. But that one too is like I was kind of like, oh, I just like put out the flock, like the flock's in fire, and now I'm going to be like putting out like a fire dude. That's like, and it's just going to look like that's the only thing I can do. It's just fire. But yeah, I'm a little bit happy with both.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not as unhappy as I normally am. So
yeah, no,
but,
dude. I like your Tribulation Task Force with that flame dude, man. I was like, dude, and he has a motorcycle right under him. I believe you had a motorcycle.
Yeah, it's like I could probably bring it up. Wait, oh yeah, you know what? I could probably share it, right?
Yeah, dude, that'd be sick.
Yeah. Let me real quick too. Let me just kind of get into it. Oh wait. I don't need Photoshop for this.
Right.
Right. Dude, I still suck at sharing. Like I suck. Like I need to practice so much more with just doing everything. Okay, here we go. You know what? We'll do the uncropped right here. We'll get rid of this. We'll go back here. Let's see here. Oh wait. And then. Oh, did you want me to add your artwork to the stream? I just
yeah, but show the other one out first.
Yeah, so let me just share my screen if I can.
Yeah.
Here we go. Once I figure out what the heck I'm doing. Okay. All right. And then let's see here.
Oh, an infinite loop.
Yeah, what is happening? We got here. Yeah.
All right.
There's Flame Shot. That's his name. That's his
Flame
name.
Shot. That's a cool name.
Yeah. So he's
dude. Holy crap, man. That is fantastic. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know if you're talking, Bud, but I can't hear you. But it looks freaking fantastic, man. Freaking fantastic. It looks way better than how I'm seeing on the social medias. Uh-oh. He's gone, guys. I'm taking over the stream. Oh, no. I'm seeing multiple me's. Oh, now you can see me. All right, dudes. So, while my good friend Pete here is figuring out StreamYards, I'll take over for him. So, dudes, if you have not done it already, oh, he's back.
There you go, dude. I don't know what the heck happened there. It's just everything just dropped. So whatever.
Right.
But
It's all good.
anyway, so that's the that's Flame Shot. That's the guy's name. But
Awesome, dude.
thanks for covering. Appreciate it.
Yeah. That's what I do, man. I have experience,
Yeah.
doing my own show.
And we will add. Let's see. We can
Yeah, you
add
got my
you.
thing up.
Yeah, we'll put you up on the big one because I think everyone that shows up for you. So, but yeah, so it's just but like I've been coloring more Trial by Fire
Right.
and just really trying to whittle down the process for that. And it's really like I would say the big obstacle is going that I have is just kind of figuring out what the like workflow is, and then like it's just simple things. It's like, all right, like once I lay down the flats, like do I like am I attacking the highlights first? Am I attacking some of the background stuff? So when I deal with the pages, it's like like you have multiple panels, so it just gets a little bit more complicated.
Yeah.
So that's the stuff I just really been trying to nail down. And then a little bit too is the philosophy of like how I'm color, like like what colors I'm using for TBF, like kind of like just a little bit more of the attitude of the coloring. So, but it's definitely getting there. So it's like all systems are go to get that first book done, and then yes, and hopefully this week too you'll get your first Trial by Fire newsletter. So yeah, and I'll have more updates and a lot of the stuff I'm telling you that I don't put on social media. So
exclusivity.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, and then and then I guess it's all systems go until TBF teams up with the Gators on a crossover.
Yes, definitely, dude.
Like we can have one where Pitbull tries to become a wrestler or something.
Yeah, you know what? That's a funny thing too. Is like I thought of like a story like, okay, well, we got to think of it's like some kind of way like yeah, they're fighting each other, but at the same time it's like there's no conflict with each other. So
Right.
so I thought like, oh, well, they might teach the one of the team members from Trial by Fire how to, do professional wrestling.
Right. Yeah, and or like something to the point of like someone that they know TBF is trying to get something from.
Yeah, and the funny thing too is like what I love about your characters is like it's a team where it's literally Trial by Fire, and this is the same thing with my Gators. It's like they're like they're not really much of a team. They're just trying to like work it out, and it's like no pun intended, but it's literally their version of their Trial by Fire. It's like how the heck are they gonna work together if they're just not clicking? I mean, there's a few that want to make it work, but most of them don't want it,
Yeah, and I think those are one of the dynamics of team books that is always appealing, because technically the team is like because you want to build drama into your story.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, so like you kind of never want the team to be 100%. You really want a lot of those characters to be at odds. And you wanted it to be combative, and you wanted it to be like like somewhat angry. So and real quick too, Uzi Susie got a good Uzi Susie update. So I got everything I need for the like to mail it out. So
okay.
And there so there was like a lot there was some original like almost like custom things I had to do to the mailer and to some of the like the cardboard stuff that I'm using.
Right.
So that's done, and it really is right now. I'm just waiting to get the book from the printer, and that's it. So and then she'll be going out. So
can't wait, man.
And then I guess I may, depending on, I'm making really good progress in Uzi Susie 3. So I might do like the next bundle might be Uzi Susie 2 and 3.
Right. Ooh,
so yeah.
Awesome, man.
So you would get like two issues in one order. And then do a almost like a reprint with either a different cover or something like that for like issue 1 again. So, but yeah, so yeah, we're getting there, rocking and rolling.
Yeah, man. Cannot wait, bro. I cannot wait.
And then have you been doing any because for me, like when it comes to practice, I have this new sketchbook here
Right.
that I have yet to. Oh, there he is.
There he is, your boy.
Pity.
Pity.
This, yeah. I've been trying to. I should actually just took this off. This is my March of Droids sketchbook.
Oh,
that
hold on. Let me switch on.
yeah.
Because
Well,
I can't see you.
Oh yeah.
Now
don't
I
worry.
can.
Yeah, I was gonna say don't. Yeah, you're switching over to nothing because I haven't started it yet.
Oh, okay. That's
But-
exciting. No, dude, it's like every time like you get like a new blank sketchbook, man, it's like you just fill it up and like I don't know, dude. I can't, bro, you should make a freaking like literally like a sketchbook because I have Eddie Nunez and it's literally like just him and his sketches.
Oh, I love his stuff.
Dude, man, I
That's
got the
awesome.
second volume with a commission, so
Sweet.
there is so much going on with him. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, it's like I just can't wait to like get the commission. I got him to do Kirby, and he said like, oh, it looks like a
Cool.
fun character to draw. So
Oh my god, I love it. And real quick too. So, I it's not for you, but this is
Yeah.
essentially like almost like 2 rejected pieces of art for the TBF trading cards.
enlarge yourself, dude.
Oh
Enlarge
yeah.
yourself. I want to
Yeah.
see you. I
You
want to
want-
see your
you-
stuff,
you
man.
wanna see
no one
this?
wants to see mine.
There we go. Stop. There we go.
Oh man.
We'll go full screen. So
Yeah.
these are 2 like basically the face of the card, right? And then these little squares are for the back, like
Right.
what I do here. So these are both rejected. I'm not
Okay.
like
Uh-oh. I can't see you. Hope you can hear me, but I can't see you.
I can definitely hear you.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm back. All right, dudes. So, here I am again. I don't know. I might as well be a mascot in this show. I don't know. It's got my nice. I love wearing beanies, dudes. That's a fun fact about me. I love wearing beanies. So, because under here, I'm not bald. There was a thing that what was it? Someone told me that if people who wear hats seems like they're hiding something, so they might be bald. I have hair, dudes. So I mean, if there's no balding, but you know, you might make assumption that I might be bald up here, but I got a lot of hair, guys. I mean, I'm just trying to hide it.
Boom. Dude, I don't know what's happening. I keep dropping out, so that's going to be a call to Comcast, I guess.
Yeah, of course.
Because that's usually what it is. But yeah, so these I was really just going to cut this in 2 and just throw this into like someone's going to get these. So
Yeah.
it might. I know. I owe Justin something, so
Yeah.
I might just split these and give you one and give Justin the other. But this is rejected artwork, so I'm not going
Really?
to.
Holy cow, dude.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know.
Bro, that's exclusivity, bro. It's like one thing is people that just get like the authentic thing, and the other one is like getting rejected art. It's like I don't know. It just gets like I don't know, extra brownie points.
Yeah.
You know, they might think, oh, it's not legitimate. Listen, bro, like this is AKAPAD's paper. I cannot replicate this. Oh no, he's dropping again. Oh shoot. Uh-oh. Yeah, it must be that bad. Well, I'll tell you what, dudes. I'm getting rejected art. You know, me and Pete are that cool dudes. I don't know. You know, Peter's a really good dude, but you guys already know since you guys are subscribed to him. So Here we go.
It's becoming like a cartoon. I swear to God, it's the funniest thing. Look, now I'm like knocking my camera, so because I'm getting frustrated.
Yeah, of course, man.
But
I can
anyway,
understand that.
yeah. But here's like almost like my list for like all the trading cards too.
Oh man.
So it's got some notes, and then I was just thinking of like when I cut in too, like you would also get the sketchwork.
Oh.
So you would like so whoever would get these would get
Gosh.
two. So
I call dibs.
yeah.
Sorry,
So
Justin.
oh no, it's
You
yeah.
lost your
You just
call.
you just lost out, Justin. But yeah, and I don't know, like it's just stuff like that that I am like back and forth because like even like this page, like this is almost like a
man.
fully rejected page at this point. So like I kind of might complete it because like all of these panels here are just like exposition to kind of really explain like just a lot how the world works and really like like what Trial by Fire is doing. And I kind of thought of another way to present this same idea. So I was just thinking this too, like these would be some of the things that ends up in like someone's package. So like people will probably be getting like full on artwork at this point because I kind of have a lot of it. So and I think some of going back and forth with you, like you kind of maybe opened my eyes a little bit to offering it. So because you were so enthusiastic about having some or having access to it. And I never thought of that. So, because to me, it was always about the book. Yeah. So, but you kind of like, like, and it's just like, like Total Excellence should get some artwork. Like, let me make sure, like, let me make sure he gets it. Any of his boys gets it. So, because anyone that comes in through you essentially would be you, like coming in. So, I got to hook up your guys too. That's just,
Yeah,
that's just
everybody got so excited, bro, when they saw your stuff, man. Like they DM'd me and everything. He's like, bro, this guy is insane.
Yeah,
it's like I know
insanity, but no, like I look a part of I think what we're all doing, like we're all trying to make good comics.
Oh, heck
like,
yeah.
And that's and that's really what everybody wants to do. And you kind of have to, go a little bit on the loop of promoting people, but also promote yourself so that, you can kind of get a little bit of feedback on what you're doing.
Right.
And, like I work so much in a bubble sometimes. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know until like, like I don't know until like, I guess I know for sure. So when it comes to probably my next campaign for TBF, I definitely will have like an artwork tier. So and we'll do some stuff with that. So but in the meantime, we're just going to secretly hook people up. So
secret perks.
Yeah. It's like the that's my way of innovating the crowdfunding game.
What you could do, bro? This is really interesting too. Is like Indiegogo gave you the cash even though you didn't hit your goal.
Yeah, dude. Like I gotta double check. I gotta double check because I got an email that said your money's on the way.
Really?
And I'm like, did I have like a different type of like auction or like like a different type of campaign going that I wasn't aware of, or like I don't know. It's goofy, dude. Like it's just it's just so.
Was that from your last food stream?
Yeah. Oh, dude, there you go. Well, we'll give you full screen. But no, my next food stream will be tomorrow night. My friend, we do we do a dual stream, so we're doing breakfast food tomorrow night. So yeah, and I have Twinkie a Twinkie latte drink. Yeah.
No.
So it's like a Twinkie coffee drink.
Right.
So that's one of the things I'll have there. So
Holy guacamole,
yeah.
dude.
And then right now we are proactively trying to get a hold of Pokemon cereal.
Really?
Because there's Pokemon cereal now.
That's
So
nuts.
and that's we gotta do that for the views.
Yeah,
So
yeah, no, that's crazy, man. What was I gonna say? Have you tried the Nintendo cereal when that came out?
like the old the original, yeah, I did have that when it came out. That was garbage. That was garbage. That really sucked. Yeah, of all of those cereals, the two that were the best was the like the Tim Burton, Michael Keaton Batman, because
Oh,
that
really?
yeah, it tasted like Captain Crunch.
Okay.
So yeah, like it was familiar. And then there was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle like cartoon one,
Mm,
and that one was good. But a lot of the turtle food products back in the day were really good because they used to have these fruit pies that were green,
yeah.
and they were pretty solid. They were pretty solid.
Yeah,
So
man. Yeah, dude, it's kind of wild to me. It's like I gotta one of these days, man. If I'll ever see like Kevin Neesmith down here in South Florida, he's like, dude, it's like, how the heck do you have full control of everything and making sure it's actually good? You know, especially like the cereals, the
yeah,
toys. It's like all that, man. Is like it takes time away from you in the drawing board. But
yeah,
they basically innovated themselves that like they opened other talent to do it for them, so the audience aren't too attached with like Eastman and Laird. They kind of
yeah.
knew like it's gonna pull away from them from the the art side of them because now they got to be businessmen.
Yeah, I think so much of what was happening at that time because they had so much product and things got so big so quick.
Yeah.
I really feel like so much of it was luck because even the toys are so like special and different and weird that like I don't think it was by design. I just think they kind of fell into a stream with the toys.
Mm-hmm.
Like the cartoon was doing what it was doing. Like the movie doesn't fit with everything, but the movie's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I just think it's one of those. I think it's the luckiest thing we've ever seen when it comes to a property getting big.
Yeah.
And I think it continued because I know people that love like every single one of those cartoons because there's like I think there's maybe 4 different series at this point,
Mm-hmm.
like cartoon wise, and they had one live action show. So yeah, dude, like that franchise just really seems to get the best out of people. It really does. It's the craziest thing.
Yeah, man. It
So
honestly is. What's another one? Another one is another one that pretty much hit like, which is like modern day success now is The Walking Dead
yeah,
and with Robert Kirkman, and that's another book that's black and white. Like not a lot of people like know that when after like once the Walking Dead series of the
yeah,
comic series ended, like everyone wants to collect it now. It's like what? It's like no, you are too late for that ride, man. It's like now it's just getting the last issue.
yeah, yeah,
It's,
yeah.
I witnessed that like after like they announced the last issue and these speculators like now they want to get like Walking Dead is like oh it's like did you got the one in colors like no the Walking Dead is only in black and white it was
Yeah.
never in color so
Yeah, I think if there's like ever, like there'll eventually be like a resurgence
oh, of
of
course
like like it's eventually going to come back in a pretty big way, and I think that's going to be the opportunity to take those black and white comics and color them, and they'll put out colored editions.
Yeah, man.
And then all the black and white stuff will go out of print. And like even those trade paperbacks that are everywhere will go up in value because they'll like people will want them like at that point.
Oh yeah.
But like I've seen people pick up The Walking Dead in front of me and be like, what's like it's black and white, like what's wrong with this? And you're kind of like, yeah, dude, like that's the way it is. Like it's always been black and white. Yeah. It's
oh, man,
yeah, it's
crazy.
just it's funny. Yeah.
It is funny.
Yeah, I just like it's so funny you brought up the turtles too, because right before the live stream I spilled my coffee on my one turtles like hardback book.
Oh no.
Yeah, like it
Oh.
like dude, I picked it up like just with just enough time, but coffee got like on a good chunk of it.
Oh man. That's
Yeah.
crazy, man.
Well, I'm just like, it's mine. Like I know it's mine now. There's no
It has your
Yeah.
it has your spit, your
Yeah.
mug.
Right.
It is totally yours. No one can ever claim it.
There was one of my relatives, my my cousin Steven. He was kind of like like my cousin. He was extended family, but he lived in Los Angeles, and he was just about like a psychiatrist for celebrities.
What?
Yeah, like he knew kind of like Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam and Kurt Cobain and stuff. Yeah,
No freaking way.
yeah, like
Holy crap, man.
yeah, he worked with like the Raiders and stuff with sports teams. So, but he used to come to our parents' house, and whenever he like flew into town, and he was like a comic book guy.
Oh,
So he would bring over comic books for me, and it's so funny because like it was like the revelation of me realizing that like like someone could just buy a comic and read it, like like as opposed to buying it and you're kind of part collecting it.
right.
So he would bring me these comics and it would blow my mind that they would have like coffee stains on them. Because I'm like, what are you doing to like? Because I was a kid. I'm like, what are you doing to your comics? Like you're. And he's like, I don't know. He's like, I just like read them. And I'm like, what do you mean you just read them? Yeah. So now it's always like like the only way we know you're reading something if it has coffee stains on it.
Yeah, right. If it either has coffee stains, if the spine is messed up.
Exactly.
All of that.
Yeah, I'll even buy stuff, like I'll buy books that are completely destroyed because like I'm just happy that number one, I'm usually happy to have them, and I just needed to study it and for reference. Like that's it. Like the days of me kind of collecting for for value and all that crap is just, dude, it's long over.
It's long gone at this point.
Yeah, that's the one thing I like about cartoonist KFAB, is that they kind of make fun of the people that get comics graded and that sort of thing. Yeah, because I kind of do that too. Like I don't understand the speculator market. Everyone's been going crazy for WandaVision and trying to predict like what comics from that like are going to go up in value.
Right.
And it's just like, it's just so weird because you don't even know if the show's any good or not. And then people are just spending like thousands of dollars on some of these back issues, like without any idea what's happening with the book or with the TV show. Right. I just see it as a waste. Mm-hmm. Like I rather buy things to read them and to know about them. Right. Yeah. So. Yeah, and one day, two dudes are going to be live streaming, and they're going to be talking about digging up back issues of Trial by Fire and the Gators.
Yeah, man, I would love that moment to come.
Oh, it will, dude.
Yeah, no, bro. It's like as long as we have that momentum and drive and hunger, I mean, you know, who knows? Maybe it'll be in a random comics shop that they just chose a tier. They like, huh?
Yeah,
One of those dollar bins or 50-cent bins. I don't care what bin we're in. The mere fact of we're still like, you know, in a comic shop that's still even relevant to this day.
yeah.
You know.
Which is also kind of a little bit of a scary thought. But yeah, I always take pictures of when I come across some of the books I worked on at comic book conventions.
Yeah, man.
Like I'll post them because I'll find some of my own stuff sometimes in dollar bins. You know,
That's awesome.
it's the goofiest thing, dude. It's the weirdest feeling.
Dude, when will we ever see like whether it's a live stream or pre-recorded video, man, of just seeing your work, man? Because I want to see your work. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
there's ISIS, but you know, due to today's standards, it's gonna be totally out of context.
Yeah, it's that's one of those titles I'm always wary to tell people like I worked on because
Really? Why?
yeah, just
What's up with that book?
yeah, because it's ISIS, it's ISIS, and you know, like the terrorist
Yeah,
organization.
exactly, man.
Yeah, it's spelled the same exact way. So I'm like, okay, well, there goes that one.
Yeah, right. It's like the whole algorithm is gonna be like, oh,
Yeah,
here's video recommendations about ISIS.
yeah.
It's like, oh no, no.
You are flagged and shut down. Like bingo. It's like, ugh. But yeah, but that's hey, that's it's like it. I, I don't know. Like most people want to say that should never happen, but like that's the world we live in. Like,
Yeah, man.
and you have to care. You have to be kind of just aware and sensitive of all of it, and kind of you know you have to pick your hill to die on if you're going to get upset about something like
You gotta
that.
pick a hill to die on.
Yeah.
So basically, you gotta have a lose-lose situation, but in the end, there has to be a win within that loss.
Yeah. Well, it's and most people, I think like the entire like Star Wars community
Oh God.
are kind of down that road to where
Yeah.
like it's just like dude, it's like give it up and find like something else. Like read Warhammer 40K. Like get off of Star Wars because it's over. Like it's not going to come back.
Yeah.
And if it comes back, it's not going to be the way you want it. So, you know, move on to something else.
Yeah, man, it's wild. No, there's a. I remember there was like I even saved the photo and yeah, I saved the photo in my phone, and there's this one that's exactly like how it's just been inspired by,
Yeah.
and it's called no pun intended. It's literally called Galaxy Edge before
Okay.
Galaxy Edge from like the theme park even existed.
I love it.
Yeah, man. Trent Kanuka worked on the covers for the Galaxy's Edge, and he was like, it was something that's out of his comfort zone. I remember he said it in his video. Like you even see like him doing a time lapse video and how he worked on it.
Oh,
It's like,
cool. I wasn't
yeah,
even
man.
aware of that. Yeah.
It is, dude. I've followed Trent Kanuka since like after I got out of high school.
Yeah.
Like after like I graduated high school, I literally followed him since like 2012 or 2013.
Wow.
Because I really wanted to be a concept artist for like
Yeah.
doing video games and stuff. So that's how I found him. And he always says like, "Oh yeah, I did comic books." I'm like, "Oh," you know,
Yeah.
he just brushes it off. He just brings it up, but you know, I would never even know until he said, "Oh yeah, I worked on Creed."
Yeah. See, I'm the absolute opposite because I was there when he became a comic book name. So when he went like pretty much when he left comics,
Right.
I was like, you know, like F you. Like like I don't care. Like I don't care about your like video game stuff. Like you're a comic book guy, like do comics.
Right.
So, you know, and that's a lot of that is even how I feel now. I kind of because it doesn't mean that he's not amazingly talented and a force to be reckoned with. He
Right.
is all of those things, but there's like a trend that I like that's from my time, and I'm perfectly okay just like giving that up and saying, hey, I'll love and I'll support all your earlier Creed stuff, but that doesn't mean I'm buying any of your books from like anything else.
Right.
Because I think a lot of people do that. A lot of people they get that completionist in them,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, I have to document everything that this person's done, and it's just like, no, like just like get the things you're connected to, and move on to something else. And if there's nothing else within comics for you to move on to,
Right.
then who cares? Like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like like just you know go buy some rollerblades, learn to surf.
Yeah,
Like
man, it's wild that it's like I don't know. It feels like I'm in full circle. It's like I was trying to learn like video games and stuff, and like pretty much like gave up on that. And I still want to do something that has to relate to art because that's the only thing I have control over than
yeah,
doing the whole coding thing. So like I don't know. Once like Trent came back and got connected with EVS,
yeah,
and and I remember like literally like I followed him through within the again I followed Trent since 2012, and I
that's
knew his
awesome.
mindset when everyone said like, oh, do Creed, and his current thing and his main focus was Twilight Monk. And the
Yeah,
funny thing with Twilight Monk is it's not even a I don't even know if he even did a comic. I was following Twilight Monk, but I don't think he was trying to do like he was gonna try making it into a comic, but I think he did it more like a visual novel.
yeah.
So,
It's I had some of those at one point, and
mm-hmm,
I had all of his later Creed work because Creed moved through I think four separate publishers. It was Hall of Heroes, it was
yeah.
Hall of Heroes Lightning, Avatar, Gearbox, and uh Image Comics. So
Oh
five.
shoot! Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he's been productive. There's like a wealth of Creed books, but here's the crazy thing. When he got older, there was like this almost like energy that left Creed. Like the older he got, the less like things were like of Creed. Like
Right.
even though he was getting older and he was doing different things with these like different publishers, it never really was the energy from the original Creed ever again.
Right.
So, and I think someone when it comes to something like Cyberfrog is basically a extension of what came before, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a little bit more linear. And I think the story for Cyberfrog lends itself to the real time update. Because like it's a real time sequel almost,
Yeah.
meaning that like the 20 years that passed in the real world happened within the comic.
Mm-hmm.
So I think some of that stuff works, but I don't know. Like, but Trent's awesome though. Like he is. Like I don't even know how he stopped working for Blizzard because how do you just not pay Trent to work for you? Like just pay him. Like who cares? Like he's like he's good though. Like his concept stuff is top notch.
Oh yeah, no, dude. I've I purchased one. I'm gonna purchase the other one that he's currently making now,
Yeah.
and it's on discount now. But within each month, it's gonna increase because it's gonna be more content going into it.
Okay.
So until it gets to full price, and that one is more mainly focused on I know some other work, but mostly he's gonna be focusing on his like workflow on Creed and his scheduling. Like you get to see his schedule work and how you can
Nice.
transfer over to your scheduling. And even if you have
Yeah.
like, if you're like, you and I, like we're regular, guys that are just trying to balance life and, our
Yeah.
9 to 5s. So it's like, okay, like here's how you can balance this. So it's like, so
Yeah.
it's
No.
awesome, man.
Yeah,
I
I think
need that. I honestly need that.
yeah,
You know?
dude. No, I think so much of that is useful. That's where dude, I was just having this big discussion with someone that reached out to me,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I got kind of like smart with him
Right.
because he was supposed to. We agreed on some work. He was supposed to, like basically PayPal me some of my quote so I can get started, and he kind of didn't do it. So like I was like, yo, dude, I'm like, just checking in, like making sure, like, you're still feeling okay, and he was fine.
Yeah, you're still alive.
Yeah, and he's like, let me like, and he kept like putting it off, and at that point, I'm like, okay, like this guy's just a joker. He's not for real, and I got like a little snarky with him
Mm-hmm.
because I'm like, dude, I'm like, you like the things you talk about, like what you want to do, like you need a project manager for. Like you don't need an artist. You need someone to help you manage the production. And and I'm like, dude, I'm like, I talk to so many people just like you that never get their books done. And he's like, how do you know? How do you know? And I'm like, dude, I know within like a minute from talking to you. Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
like, and I'm not saying that this guy's like trying to get one over on me or anything, but it's just like these things. And I'm like, look, if you want to pay me monthly, it'll be this much money, and I will like help you manage the entire production so that like you can get this thing done, you can run a good campaign, probably do all the things I didn't do. Like, yeah, like,
I
like,
just love you, Pete. You're so honest.
like,
Everything I didn't do.
yeah, like, and but it's still kind of like to the idea,
Right.
of just like, dude, like you don't have to act like you're like a Steve Jobs or this type of personality. Because everyone thinks they can pretend to be George Lucas, and in some weird way that gets your book done.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, dude, like you need to know time frames. You need to like, and a lot of these guys get pissed because I'll start asking questions. I'll be like, well, how long did this take? How long did that take?
Right.
Like how much did you pay for that piece? And like, is that guy still in contact with you and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
And they always get weirded out because I'm asking these questions, and I think what that does, it kind of roots them out because they know eventually they cannot answer all the questions, and it exposes them.
Yeah.
And then they get a little bit like a baby. They get crybaby on me.
Right.
And I'm just like, wake up, dude. Like, it's comics. It's not complicated.
Yeah, it's
But
not even far from comics, dude. It's like, just be honest with yourself when someone's asking you these questions. Dude, if you tell me like how's JRPG, is like, dude, I did not have time to like.
yeah,
Well, I'm not gonna say I didn't have time. Like, I didn't make the time to do it.
yeah,
And I'll be honest with you, it's like, it's doing comics is a pain. I mean, even Rob Liefeld, one of the biggest dudes who are still relevant to this day, says
Yeah.
like, making comics is a blank,
yeah,
So it's everyone thinks it's a ball in the park. Yeah, I'll draw or I'll write it or letter it. Easy. Yeah, it's easy when you say it. It isn't
Yeah.
when you actually do it.
right, yeah, and I kind of fell into some of that with the coloring for TBF
Right.
because I just like I really just hit that wall, and like part of that wall too was like I wasn't coloring, and that led to me like not drawing quick enough and not drawing like not knowing what to draw, not knowing like what scenes had to be. And it was this whole bottleneck scenario where it literally like stopped me dead in my tracks, where I thought I had a lot of momentum, but just when it comes to like making the book, I had momentum in getting the book done, and I wasn't expecting kind of like not having story solutions to hold up other parts of the production.
Right.
So like I just had to get a little bit more discipline and kind of doing everything at the same time all the time.
Mm.
Like kind of like spending an hour doing this, an hour doing that. And just to kind of keep my head into all these separate worlds, meaning like an hour of headspace for story, an hour of headspace or 2 hours to draw pages, 3 hours for coloring. And every single day that meter is going to shift.
Yeah.
Some days you're going to do 8 hours of drawing and 1 hour of coloring.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I like what you're doing. I love those proportions.
Yeah, man. No, I got again my freaking my reference is from J. Scott Campbell, dude.
I love J. Scott.
Dude, man, he's like my resource. Hold on. Yeah, so I mean, this is pretty much it. But like, I sometimes play around with it. Like, I might not do exactly how the proportions are, but you know, you play around
Awesome.
with it.
Yeah.
So I just don't really follow the rules. I'll just like one of those like how to draw things, dude. I don't even draw exactly how I saw it. Is like I'll like draw the pose and that's it. Like I'll just create my own character from there.
Yeah. I love it. Dude, no, but I think your drawing, like just the way you're rendering and the way how you break down figures, dude, it improves every time I see it. It really does.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, no, it's like like for me to render, like again, like I'm really good doing. That's another thing too. I never know this word, which is called freehand. And the funny thing is how I knew that word was one of my good buddies, Paul Tucker, who's in the chat, the Cavalry Collective. When I was doing that live stream, when I was inking the back cover for Bump Back, is like I showed like I did this part where like I didn't see like how the eyes of the mask was.
Yeah.
So I literally did it freehand. It's like, oh yeah. So like at first I traced it how it's supposed to be. So
good.
Like literally my mind and my hand is already like they know the rhythm. And then after that, that's when I'm like, okay, so this is that, and then bam, that's it.
No, it's so I probably spent more time with freehand than any other technique.
Yeah.
And even when and even when it comes to my inking, like I rather like what my whole penciling style is loose with shapes, and because I want to freehand like as much as I can with the brush and quill, so there's like like still a level of energy to everything.
Right.
And I think when people don't develop what they're doing freehand, I think things look a little bit stiff. Like it just looks mechanical, and it's just not fun. So,
totally buddy.
Yeah, so that's one of those techniques. But I would say, like, I don't even know how well freehand is, like, almost like the ideas of it, how well that's even portrayed and pushed today, because, I don't know how well you can freehand if you are digital. Like, I don't.
Right. That's a good. Yeah, that's a good perspective, bud.
Like, I don't know how different it is, because when you're digital, you can resize something quicker and you can erase it quicker and add a layer. But when you're freehand, like you have to make it work. Like that's it. Like it works on the page or it doesn't, and then you have to get a new page. Like you have to throw out what you did, even if it took you 3 hours.
Yeah.
And one of the things I always say, because people are always like, I can't believe you're not using that. That's like blah 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 blah. And I'm like, look, it took me like 3 hours to figure out what works, and now I know what works. So I think that's time well spent. I don't look at it like I'm losing time. I look at it like I'm gaining time. So, but it's that's the digital world. But so when it comes to Trent, did you ever purchase any of his like courses or his like what he does with his teaching?
Yeah, I've when I was trying to learn how to draw again, Like I
Yeah.
got one of his one was a perspective drawing. I'm awful when it comes to like these digital classes because they never finish it. I'll just
Yeah.
I'm
That's fine.
typical. I'm like, okay, I got the ideas. Like now I'll jump
Right.
on and just do
Yeah.
whatever I want to do that I got the idea of. And
But
even
that's
coloring, I got some
yeah.
like coloring courses, and it's like yeah, I'll sit through it, but at the same time, it's like I want to do it now. It's like if you tell me, hey, bud, let's go and watch a game of basketball. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll watch a game of
Yeah.
basketball, but I'm like, dude, like, let's freaking play basketball. It's like, I don't
Right.
want to
Yeah.
watch these pros. I'm basically giving them money just for me sitting down and watching them on my cable television when I could
Yeah.
just do it for free.
Yeah. No, dude, that's awesome that you have that attitude because that's how I feel about so much stuff where I just get anxious and I'll just be like, oh, like I'd rather be doing it. I'd rather be doing this thing and a lot of times it's I guess where that comes from for me is like I kind of want to get those reps in because I really have to practice something to get good at it, and I have to do it a lot, and a lot of times when you're taking a course, you don't know what to retain because you're not clear on what you don't know.
Right.
And then if you go in the run of doing it yourself, you can go back to the course and hopefully it could fill in some more blanks for you.
Yeah, man.
It could just like you could just be like, oh, like here we go, like now I need this part, and
Mm-hmm.
I do that a lot with my IT work. Like I'll move forwards and backwards at the same time so quickly, and I'll just say like the hell with it because I'm trying to learn something, and I don't care. Like at that point, it's like what at any cost. Like I'm almost like a barbarian. Like I like at any cost, I need to be able to do this. I need to be able to know it. Like what are like let's just do it. Like I don't care.
Right.
So and that's one of the hardest things about IT work is that like you need servers and you need problems and you need scenarios to kind of like work off of it and learn from.
Right.
And it's really hard to get that on your own. Like it really is. So you kind of have to be aggressive on how you even deal with that because most people will just take courses and they won't have any like practical knowledge.
That's true.
Yeah, and then you're just like, well, like you're almost useless. Thank you.
Oh man. Um.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. It's in the same thing too. Is like I learned at the same time is like yeah you can like let's say you and I, right? Like, if I recommend you of a digital coloring course, right? Mind you, it's the best coloring course from Udemy. Okay, we're gonna use
Yeah.
Udemy as an example because I use Udemy and I love it.
Yeah, sure.
And you and I recommend you Udemy, right? And you love it too, and you're coloring, but based on your progress and my progress, like my progress is like 46%, and yours is like 80. Like you're close to finishing. It's like, but now it's the real test. Is like how much knowledge did you absorb within this course? Did you just ply through and watch the whole video and then and
Yeah.
just take in the information, or did you like color with the instructor within your or you
Yeah.
like me? You just follow within the course and you just take a bite size of it, like, okay, I'm just gonna wait till he's done because I want to jump into this now.
Yeah.
And I'm like that. It's like, okay, like I want to jump on this now. It's like I'm not gonna. I just don't want to watch through another video because I already get the idea. I know how to
Yeah.
make shadows. I did it since like I could like as
Right.
like you know
Well,
and it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
yeah. Well, the one thing too is the market, the people that all those are like marketed to and like who they're for.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly for people who aren't very motivated, but they're motivated to take the course.
Right.
And that doesn't even mean that they're motivated to get better or to like continue, but they're
Right.
really good with taking the course. And you'll see stuff like that too when it comes to people getting something like a real estate license. where they'll be like they'll show up, they'll pay the money, they'll get licensed, they'll like I think it's might be a 6-week course or something,
Right.
but they'll do all these things and then they'll never sell a house. Like they won't enter into the industry. Yeah,
Right.
and you'll see this with nursing, and there are so many industries that suck in these people who are really good with getting certified. They're really good with taking the courses. They're really like they hit all the check boxes, and
Right.
but they're not out there to be a professional, because I think there's a difference between people who just want to sit down and learn something and people that really want to do it.
Yeah.
And the people that want to do it will jump out of the they'll jump out of the airplane and they're like, all right, like I get the gist of the parachute, thanks. And then you'll get these other people that are like, well, I can't do it, it's not the right time, and it's all of these excuses, and then like now you're the one that knows how the parachute works.
Yeah, right.
Because it's like a leap of faith almost.
Yeah,
But it's
flips, twirl flips.
right, yeah. And a lot of it too is like faith in yourself. Like you really have to trust you, because it's good that like if your family supports you and all these other things, like that's good and all, but dude, at the end of the day, when because it takes time, like it takes time to build some of this stuff up, and it's going to come, like it's almost like it's like you're going to meet your maker more than one time. Like you're going to question yourself, like you're really going to want to give up, you're going to want to just like not like really not do it, and then it's like like there's just something in you that prevents that. And like that's what everyone faces when you're kind of learning, like, and you kind of always have to be learning, and it sucks because you always feel like you're inferior.
It's true, man. I don't know, dude. Recently, I looked back at my old Instagram, and oh man, it feels so weird just looking at how my art was, like how I started drawing and even coloring. I'm like, oh my god, this was me coloring. I didn't even recognize myself. And it's awesome. It's like I love when I cringe because I'm not like that anymore. And
Right.
I have appreciation of how much I've grown as an artist. And it's like I could barely understand like where to color and stuff. And now I freaking do live stream, and I have my own like color set. So I know how to use it because I know how I lined it up. And so it's like do, and there I'm done under an hour. I'm satisfied.
I love
Are
it,
you
dude.
satisfied?
Yeah. Dude, I think your coloring too has gotten so much quicker. I think what you can do in like 30 minutes versus when you started is a big difference, because I think you're a little bit more comfortable, and it definitely shows.
Yeah, man.
Like you're more comfortable in your own skin just as a creator.
Yeah, no, dude. And your coloring has improved a lot, bud. I mean, it's like, bro, when I saw like the colors for the skate, I'm like, shoot, man, I should have upgraded.
Yeah. Dude, and I'm not even using brushes or anything. I'm just using Photoshop default stuff.
Really?
Yeah, because
No freaking way.
I just need to like get it out of my head. I'm like, I just need these like colors out of my head. I need to just spend more time, and I'm more interested in spending more time than I am in doing anything else. Like I just want to spend more time coloring so I get better. I don't care what brushes I'm using. But some people have sent me suggestions because they were like, "Oh, it would be good if you did it like this and that," which I'm fine with, because because like at least people like care. They care enough to say something. So here we go.
Yeah, I can never do traditional. I'm cheating so much.
Hey, dude, no, man, dude, I'm digging it. I'm digging those proportions. I like those a lot. I like those a heck of a lot. I'm trying to move my camera a little bit so I can kind of get more pitbull focused here.
Yeah. No, it sounds like you're having a party over there, bud.
N-
How am I
no,
not
I
invited?
it is. I think it's the people above me. I think it's one of the girls' birthdays.
Oh,
So
okay.
so they've been doing like stuff all day. Like when it comes to COVID in Philly,
Hmm.
like you'll find out that like people just don't do birthdays on the weekends anymore. They'll just do birthdays whenever because there's no place to go.
Yeah.
Like since everything's kind of like shut down still.
Oh,
And
really? It's still shut down on your
well, yeah, it's kind of it's like 50% shut down. Like all the
Oh my
restaurants have a
gosh.
capacity. So yeah, dude, this is one of the reasons why I'm coming back to Florida.
Yeah, man.
Because my one friend and I were like, dude, we gotta like do something. Like we can't just live our lives this way. Let's just like do St. Patty's Day in Florida and have a good time.
Yeah.
Because in Philly, like restaurants can kind of hold, like I think it's 20% capacity.
Holy
So
crap.
so it's only 20% of your seats. So like, and then it's no more than four people per table.
Hmm.
So
Damn.
like, so it's
Holy
not.
crap.
Yeah, so why would you wait to have like a birthday on a Saturday? Because normally you would wait till Saturday because everyone's off of work, so you can invite everyone. And now it's just like, well, it doesn't matter. I'll do it on the Monday night because I can't go out. So,
Right.
dude, it's it's a weird psychological like effect. So,
Yeah, man.
yeah,
It's really weird. I don't
yeah,
know. It's just hearing that. It's just mind boggling. I guess since the state of just the state I'm living in, it's like once I heard the news about Joe Biden, like he wants to close, shut down Florida. Our freaking mayor, he was like, "Yeah, no, f you, click."
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like there's no way anyone can live another 2 weeks without working. There's just no way. It's already did. There was already enough damage as it is. Is there's just no way we can survive another shutdown.
No, and I think the CDC just put out one of their reports,
Hmm.
and the CDC now, which is like that's what the government relies on for their policy. The CDC was kind of knocking like the effects of even like a mask and the mandates, like basically saying it's not as effective as people want it to be.
Yeah,
So
it literally is not. You're basically choking out people's oxygen, and if
yeah,
the oxygen levels is lowering down, the thing that's effective is social distancing. That's literally it.
yeah. I think it's social distancing and being outside. I think those
Yeah,
are your top two things when it comes to COVID.
yeah, no, dude, that's the thing. Like everyone was misinformed about like like oh like COVID is up in the air. Like if you breathe in it, that's it. Like no, that's totally false. That's the total opposite. It's actually if you're confined in the inside, it is when you freaking breathe it in. If you're outside in the fresh air, you're good.
Yeah, where
That's why I wasn't really affected. Like my job as a landscaper is like we were not affected by that. Like we
yeah,
still kept working, and I was really I was so blessed and appreciative that
yeah,
I was still working, man. Because when my folks was out of a job within 2 weeks, like I had to step up and
yeah,
have
dude.
food on the table. You know.
Yeah, dude, I did that back in the day with my parents for like a couple things. And that's dude, like that's living in a household, like having a family. Sometimes you gotta do that stuff. And I think it makes you a better person. It really does. But and you got lucky with
Yeah,
what you
man.
do. Like you really did, and you should, be a little bit thankful for that for sure.
I'm thankful. Oh, every day, whenever I'm at work, I'm very thankful every day because It's like it's another day for me to like eat, another day for me to breathe, and just it's life is never perfect, but the worst thing you ever can do is sleep through life.
Yeah, dude, I know people with serious money that are completely miserable.
Wow.
Like like it's you have to have a good attitude about things, and money will not ever change that. Like you need to have a good outlook on life, and then hopefully these other things come along and they kind of add to it.
True.
So, but I think we're going to call it call it wrap soon. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, dude. Oh, you want to give me some feedback and
Oh
pointers
yes,
on Uzi
yeah,
Suzy? Because I know we
yes,
were gonna leave that for last.
yeah. So let me grab my spare paper here.
All right, I got
Yeah,
Suzy over here.
you got it up, nice. So yeah, so it's based. So you got kind of like two things happening. So
Right.
like here's your shoulders, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have, so we'll just throw in her body. Okay, we'll just put in the head, her amazing hair,
Yeah.
amazingly designed hair. So you got like this. This is looking cool because you like these are facing you, like the viewer, like this way, right?
Right.
So this is like eye level. We have the guns, but see now when we hit the waist,
Yeah,
you
that
should,
was.
yeah. So you should always add torque. So torque would be shoulders going this way,
Mm-hmm.
and then the waist going this way. Okay.
Okay.
What you basically have, you just don't commit enough to it. So here, like we have the center line. So like her leg here should come out here. So now like the knees are facing this way.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a little bit more meat. There's a little bit more hamstrings behind the knee, and then it cuts in, and that's where like you're going to find your ankle because the ankles are like kind of like a 45-degree angle.
Okay.
See, so once you have ankle, it's like heel, and then it's like foot. And then if you're going to swing it to the back, which again, like good pose, you'll maybe have like a little bit more room for the calf muscle.
Mm.
So, and then we'll just like echo that again. So, see how it looks like there's a little bit more gravity, and
Yeah, like her body's shifting when she moves.
yeah, and
It
I
doesn't
think
look stiff like how I made it.
so. What you did. So let me just grab the red marker here. You kind of did this, and then you shot the ankle out over here.
Right.
Okay, and you don't get the feeling of the gravity, and then like her rib cage and
Yeah.
her abs, like you kind of have facing, they're facing us this way, and they should be pointed that way.
Right.
So
Nice. Yeah.
like like so you'll see like bigger abs on the right and smaller abs on the left.
Okay.
And then if you ever need to like think about, so if you have your collarbone,
Yeah.
it's another 45-degree angle to kind of put your boobs there.
Got it.
So that like that, and that's an old like Renaissance like classical way of like measuring. But for me, like I kind of just do that first because I'll use the boobs to hide some mistakes.
Right.
Meaning that like if the rib cage is getting weird, like you can drop the boob down and you can kind of like cheat it a little. And it should never be 100% accurate. It should always be like, what do I have to cheat so it looks better? So it looks like it has more like like gravity. Like so it looks like she's moving through space, but you kind of have to also draw it within a style. So it's interesting, and the two of them are not going to meet because I think the people that draw accurate all the time are really boring.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, so it's really just this. It's like more of the torque, center line, and then you gotta like take that hip, use that kneecap, and shoot that kneecap right into the outside ankle.
Okay. So
Right.
then just change the ankle, right? Just how
Yeah.
I have it. Okay.
Yeah. It's like even like you got the back ankle like on a good like good perspective, and you can just like almost like duplicate them basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like that's really all you have to do. And keep in mind too, like so there's like principles here, right? Like when it comes to like the clavicle to the hips, there's like a natural flow. But when it comes to like her guns and stuff, like that's where you're going to want to kind of be like F it. Like whatever like however you gotta draw it to make that look better and cooler.
Right.
Like and that's where a lot of people like they'll try and make it accurate every like on every single position, like every single angle, and it's like no, it's like the guns are the cool part. So if the guns are like see like that, like if like the guns can be in a different perspective,
Okay.
and it doesn't matter because they look cool. And dude, like I did that with Pitbull tonight. Okay, see like in here, dude,
Mhm.
his shoulder here and his bicep are completely wrong, and the way how his like forearm gauntlet goes over his bicep,
Yeah.
none of this makes any sense. This is incorrect, this is bad. But I'm kind of like, you know what, it sells the idea that his hand here is like coming towards you a little
Right.
bit, and that's all I care about. So like because I think if someone sees this, they'll add this up subconsciously,
Yeah.
and it won't be like like, and that's I think that's comic book artwork. Like comic book artwork is always a little bit of the discipline and a little bit of the exaggeration
Yeah.
at all times. So, but cool, dude. Yeah. Let me see what my neighbors are up to. I guess. Hopefully, I'm not too late for the shots. So, but yeah, dude, we will we'll like I don't know, like I was thinking we do something almost like a like because I was thinking I can print out some of your drawings on blue line
Hmm.
and do the corrections like with the marker on blue line,
Right.
so it can help you a little bit more. But I was thinking we kind of we can do that stuff live too, so and it
Okay.
doesn't have to be Monday night draw and claw, it can just be whenever. But
Right.
I think those videos would not only help you but like other people also.
Yeah, no, most
So
definitely, bud.
but all right, dude, let's rock and roll. Keep in mind too, the Uzi Susie will I'll put that in issue 2 as a full pinup. So you'll get in Uzi Susie 2, and you are in TBF uh book 1 too. So you're in all my books now. So
Awesome. I'm excited.
cool, bud. Hey, thanks for hanging out, dude. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, thanks for inviting me, bud.
Rock and roll, and we'll do this soon.